Hello, welcome to MTC Coin Hunting and Varieties. Today we're going to go through a roll of quarters, customer wrapped, the homestead on the back, one of my favorite quarters. I'm not going to look at it because I can usually tell if there's snow on the roof. Anyways, hopefully we'll find something interesting and maybe learn a few things. I had gone ahead and opened up my Crossin Delaware bankroll quarters from the gas station that I usually get, and I have not found anything except for a batch of die scrapes, except for this. This is a progressive dieware that was making die scrapes across the E here, and this one was so severe that it actually started to make a die crack come off the E. I have two of these now, and I actually did not look terribly close at my others. So if this die stays in working order for a little more, you're going to see a pretty big die crack come out of there. So keep your eyes up for that. I have not seen that on eBay or posted anywhere. So interesting find. Alright, let's get going through this roll. A state quarter, New Hampshire. One of my favorite pictured rock quarters. This is a nice strike. Let's see if we get the DDO. Nope. Clean coin though. I would keep it for my book that I'm going to assemble, but I already have a couple DDOs that I'm gonna use to fill that spot. Now, here's the Crossin the Delaware. And there we have it. There we have a die clash. Okay, that's a definite. So there's a good find. Finally getting something. Nice little die clash there on the face. Yep. That'll bring a small premium if you're into the monetary. Now here's the Block Island, very common die chips. Looking for the double die reverse on these and these feathers, possible right in here. So I'll keep that. I actually have a whole bin full of Block Island die chips, and I'll probably go ahead and take a look at them one day and put them in order of the deterioration of the die. Now here's a nice Puerto Rico. It's in good shape. I'll keep this. Excuse me. Yeah, not bad for this year. Like I said, I'm going to be making a book soon, so I know I have more of those, but I don't know if it's in that good a condition. Saratoga. Nothing here. You're looking for doubling on the pinky, and also die chips here where the index finger touches the handle, and double die reverses in the sword, this area of the sword. Don't see anything there. That's because it's a D. You won't find many errors on Denver Mint coins, period, even though they do exist. Clean strike on Crossin the Delaware. And nothing happening on this guy. This looks like possible die chips. It is. It's raised. Yep, that's raised metal. A couple small die chips on this guy. And what I use for a pointer is a piece of wood, or actually, I'm sorry, not a piece of wood, toothpick, and I sanded the end so it's very sharp, but it won't damage the coin. In case you're all looking for pointer ideas. The beat up 84. Nope. Almost thought I saw that eagle spitting. Alright. An ATB. Alabama. Don't see anything going on here. Plenty to look for on that quarter. Burning buildings, some die chips. Here's California. State quarter. And what you're looking for here is doubling on top of these trees. It's actually a die chip that comes off the top of the trees. '94. No varieties on the '94. Just look for these any die cracks, whatnot. All right, come on. You want that DDO? Nope. This, you know, usually I could tell if it's a state or American the Beautiful. Looks like we got some die scrapes. It doesn't look like dirty rollers or feeder fingers. I'm gonna say this is a pretty well struck state quarter. I was right. It's New York. These usually get pretty beat up for some reason. There are no known errors on this except for a die clash that was supposedly found in this area. Another '94. I'm gonna have to say that this is not a searched roll since we have those the die clash, even though a lot of people don't look for die clashes. I don't know what die clashes are, or just aren't familiar with them. State quarter, Massachusetts. Now this one could be one of my favorite quarters of all time. It is the Fort McHenry with all sorts of stuff going on. Now, I'm going to be looking for doubling all within the fireworks. I don't see any. There's doubling on the rooftop, in the doorway. There's also been known die chips. This looks, I'm gonna have to look at some other ones, but this on the top of the roof actually looks kind of funny. That could be a DDR. Usually I believe it ends, there is something that ends right around here, but this continues. I'm gonna keep this one and use it as a reference to another. Hopefully we'll find one in this roll. George Roger Clark. A lot going on with this quarter. Don't see anything. A lot of die chips can be found on that quarter, and some controversial, or a controversial DDR Class 9. Another ATB coming up. America the Beautiful, Effigy Mounds. Keep your eyes open for die chips on top of these. And die cracks coming out of this area. Supposedly some known doubling under here. An 83 D in bad shape. I usually keep these 82 and 83. Relatively low mint, but more because they were used in the heyday of the arcade video games, and they get pretty beat up. So when you find these in good condition, they're worth some money. Actually, be interested to see what an MS-69 would go for in either of those years or mint. Blue Ridge Parkway. Doubling is found in the flowers in here, this area, and up here. Don't really see anything crazy. Another George Rogers Clark. This one's in good shape, and this one has a die chip on it. If anybody's looking through these that knows anything, they're going to keep this, even though it's not huge. Small die chip right here. Almost a die clash on the nose. And it's a good strike and a clean coin. These are usually beat up. And I don't see the controversial DDR Class 9. But I'll keep it. It's got a chip on it, a chip or two. And here's another nice clean ATB. Should be relatively new, and it is. Yeah, no mud in her hair, which is found in this area. No other die chips. No doubling anywhere. You actually find more die chips, mud in her hair, than you find normal strikes. So, oh, here's a really nice coin. White Mountains. It's got a low mintage for the 2013 year. It's a pretty clean coin. I actually have a batch of almost mint state White Mountains. I keep them because you never know. 20, 30 years from now, my daughter will have these, and my granddaughter will have these, and they might go up a little bit. The 74 has doubling on it. You're looking for doubling on top of this. And some hub doubling, I believe, in here, in the U. Don't see any. Georgia State quarter, you'll have doubling on top of the leaf. Don't see any. That's because it's a D. Another state D quarter. '85 D. Nothing going on. We're almost done with this roll. Pretty good roll. Got a few errors. We still get that homestead to look at. It's kind of weird that we get a lot of D's coming up here at the end. Let's do this Eagle 84 D. That's quite a few D's in a row. Another D. Jeez. New Hampshire. Another D. This roll could have been searched. The odds of that happening are pretty high. All those D's in a row. People roll their quarters. You know, you would think they have some of their stuff organized. So, you would think that this could be the reason for this. Okay, now we got a P, the ender, the homestead. Pretty beat up. Hopefully there's a candle in the window. There's definitely no snow on the roof. Up. Well, if they knew what they were looking for, they missed a DDR. Right here. Left side of that window. It's a small one. There's a lot of known varieties of this on this quarter for DDRs, but that's a DDR nonetheless. So I've probably got 20 or 30 of these in different places, so I don't think I have that one yet. So success. All right, thank you for joining, and that turned out to be a pretty good roll. I'll be back shortly with another video, and we'll keep finding. Thank you very much for watching.